Last one. I know there's loads of stuff I could talk to you about, but I do want to talk about next week and AJ, Jake Paul. Scripted? What's going on? What's going on?
It better be.
What?
It better be.
What do you mean?
For the sake of Jake Paul, it better be. So I was thinking about this, and I thought Jake Paul and AJ, and everybody's saying AJ's got to knock him out in the first round. You know, and you know, I understand them saying that, but I also think that AJ doesn't need to knock him out in the first round. He needs to torture the life out of this boy for every minute of every round. So every time he goes back to the corner, he's thinking, I don't want to come out. If he quits, he'll say he's hurt his shoulder, he's hurt his hand, or he's hurt his ankle. AJ needs to beat this boy up to the point where he thinks, I don't want none of this, because he needs to score him in his head. You know, when you're walking down the street, you see guys fighting. Well, you won't, because you don't fight. But if you're fighting, you see guys fighting, you know the fight's going to last a minute, maybe a two, and you think. And the guys that go out every week fighting, they go out every week fighting because they've never had a good beating. But the day they have a good beating, it's like, I ain't doing that shit again. Jake Paul needs a good beating. If he gets a good beating and be thinking, you know what, these bold claims I'm going to fight Canelo, I'm going to fight blah blah, I'm going to fight blah blah, he'll shut his mouth thinking, alright then, I put myself in the path of traffic, now I better just humble myself. But he's done an amazing thing business-wise. I think he's very brave, I think he's very shrewd. I think after he gets the shellacking he should get, I think he'll be a really good promoter, and he's teaching a lot of the young fighters coming through. But AJ needs to torture him. He needs to torture him. I saw the pictures of Jake with the sparring partners. If anybody is foolish enough to believe them sparring partners were going all out on him, they shouldn't be in boxing. I know for a fact them guys will be pulling the shots, taking it easy with him. They won't be. You have a sparring partner. Your sparring partner's job is to get.
Talking about Coley.
Pardon?
Are you talking about Coley?
And the rest of them. Yeah, the sparring partner's job is to put it on you to put you in a fight situation. So you've got to fight your way out. Are you telling me Coley and the others have gone out in hell for leather and to prepare him for AJ's fight? No, I don't. I think they've gone in to help him prepare for this fight, pulled the shots, took it easy with him. They've had to, and even when they've taken it easy with him, my man's nose like that. His nose is a bit short. They've took it easy with him. I don't believe if they've done a job as a sparring partner, the traditional job as a sparring partner, to go out hell.
Have you watched their sparring?
No.
How the fuck do you know that?
Because it's common sense, man. It's common sense, because Jake Paul is not that level. So therefore, he's got guys that are up there.
Is there a possibility is Jake Paul is slightly maybe better than what people think he is?
Yeah, but I don't. But I also believe that the possibility of Jake Paul being as good as the sparring partner he's got is nil. So those guys have gone in there to pull him through. Show him the size, show him the reach, show him the distance, let him feel their weight, let him feel the speed. But there's no way. When I used to have sparring partners, their job was to knock me out.
But I heard loads of your sparring partners that they used to come to the Ingle gym and be like, okay, we're going to take it easy on Johnny today. No, I'm being serious.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this. I knew what every one of my sparring partners. I put them in a nice hotel, fed them well, and their job. I used to hate it because it was like it was worse than the fight. And if the sparring partners for Jake Paul has done the right job, Jake Paul wouldn't just not have a bent nose. He'd probably be getting knocked out every day. So when you've shown the pictures of the sparring partners, great. Their job was to go in there and help him prepare, pull him through. But they wouldn't have to pull the shots, but they would have had to pull the shots on him. I've been a sparring partner when I spar with somebody, and the coach said, take it easy with him, man. You know, so when you see this image, this picture of Jake Paul with his sparring partner, it's great PR. The boy's been at it. But come on, if you seriously think he's been giving those three guys a run for the money. Did you ever see the sparring of David Haye and Deontay Wilder?
Yes.
All right. So Deontay Wilder was trying to take his head off. Do you honestly believe Jake Paul was getting sparring partners to come in there and do that with him? Do you think those three guys are doing that with Jake Paul? And because really, it's a disrespect to them. Like, if you're thinking they've gone in and tried the hardest to knock him out and they couldn't do it, don't talk rubbish. They've all got paid well. Even with Don Charles, they've all got paid well. Why wouldn't you? AJ is getting paid well. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? So, but the thing is, and then we've got to fight.
Do you give Jake Paul zero chance?
Absolutely none. Oh, no, I'll give him a chance. AJ walks in the arena, walks up the stairs, slips over, boop, bumps his head. God, that's it. That's the chance.
Just playing devil's advocate here.
Anybody
Hold
tells you-
on. No, hold on. If something does happen, right? What do you think? No, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Say AJ walks onto like a right hand from Jake Paul. Yeah? No, I'm just asking.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Right? It's a fight. It's like me and you fought. You know, you've got a chance against me. I'm just saying. What would you think? Would you think that was scripted, or what would you think?
And the difference between Anthony Joshua and all of Jake Paul's former opponents is Anthony Joshua doesn't need Jake Paul. Anthony Joshua is his own media machine. Anthony Joshua's brand would be affected if he does anything else but perform to the best of his ability and get the job done. He doesn't need it. Whereas everybody else, Mike Tyson, Anderson Silva, all of them, they were in the end of their career, they're thinking, where else am I going to get this kind of money from? So would I think it could possibly happen? Of course, anybody gets hit on the chin, but I don't. Even if you say AJ's chinny, he's not Jake Paul chinny. I cannot see it in a million years. And if Jake Paul does it, I'll run about there. I'll run about down Oxford Street naked. It ain't gonna happen. Not in a million years.
You're in the acorn.
It's been called a few things.
Gee.
It's been called
No,
a few
I'm not. Listen, I don't see that. I don't do not for the record. I don't think this is scripted. I think what's going to happen is what we all expect to happen. I'm just pointing out there. I'm just
Alright,
saying.
devil's in the detail. If this is a legitimate fight, no holds barred, apart from AJ having to get down to a certain weight, if this should not even be, it's a walk in the park for AJ.
Last question. Would this be a bigger upset than Buster and Tyson?
Damn right, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn right, without a doubt. The biggest upset in boxing. Damn right. And the thing is, there's a lot of weight on AJ's shoulders because everybody's not watching Jake Paul because they're expecting Jake Paul to get turned over. Everybody's watching AJ, and if he loses 1 minute of one round, he's going to get hammered. He's going to get criticised.
We shall see.
Do you want to put a bet on?
What's the bet?
I don't know. You can.
I'm not gonna bet.
Whatever you want. If I'm wrong, whatever you want, say it. Whatever you want.
Do you think it goes past a round?
I hope it does.
No, I'm asking. Do you think?
I do. I think it does.
Yeah, I think it does. So
I hope it does.
that's not a good bet, is it?
And if AJ's spiteful enough, which I'm hoping he needs to be spiteful.
I think it goes to round 2, and I think
No, I want it to go a few rounds. He needs to beat him up.
Scott Welsh reckons it goes 6 to 7 rounds.
Good. I hear that. Good. But you don't understand. Have you seen a cat with a mouse? And a cat could yam that mouse up in a heartbeat and kill it, but he doesn't. He torments it, has a bit of fun. And the mouse is panicking to the point where the mouse thinks, just kill me. That's what AJ needs to do with Jake Paul.
How many rounds would you last with me?
I wouldn't. I think you're a beast.
I'd go for that fuck tip.